but can't yet. My husband's saying no. But, anyways, this is free money for you. We match up to 3% of your income. You can put that away, and then once you retire, you can draw that out, and it can help you with your retirement. And I've had to do payroll lately, since, well, Cindy left, and then we had Diane, and, I had to take over payroll after Diane left. And it makes me feel good when I look at all these donations, or not donations, but the money that you're putting in your IRA. I look at it and I think, yes, you know, they're saving so that someday they can retire, and that's good. So a couple of you are putting lots of money in. I'm putting a lot of money in because I'm getting to that age. But you know, I have to recommend that you put as much in it as you can do, because even though you're young, someday you're gonna wanna retire, and you're gonna need that money. So, free money again, 3%, we match up to 3% of your income. So fill out the papers, you have any questions, call me, I'm happy to help. We recommend Ameriprise, just because that's the company that, really hosts most of the accounts, except one person. So Ameriprise makes it easy for us, and I trust those people. They have all of my money, they have my husband's money, they have Stuart's money, they have Katrina's money. All of our retirement stuff is through them. There's a gentleman there, Mike Snyder, who is just down-to-earth guy, and I just appreciate him. So I trust him totally. If you all want to open an account, got any questions, call me, okay?
Is that a 3% matches 3% or 5%?
We match up to 3%. So if you're putting in 3%, we're gonna match, we're gonna totally match
Some of
it.
them look like a minimum of 5 or something like that.
So, okay, next, who's up next? Again, thank you guys for coming, and thank you for being flexible.
Kim, do you want to do yours?
Well, sure.
Come on up here and speak to our people.
Sure.
Our lovely peoples.
Okay. Really, I love all you guys, but really it's for them back there. So, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, only thing I have is two things. Thanks for being flexible. Thanks for being available. Okay. With the times that we're dealing with Ford, just thank you. Appreciate it. The last thing is, when you load a DKP, if you're over the road, just know it could be Kansas City, it could be Michigan. And always look at your paperwork. So I'm not calling you when you're in Illinois telling you to divert back to Michigan, okay? It will save you some time, save me some heartache, and loads being on time, okay? Do you have any questions for me?
Has anybody done that recently?
It's happened before.
Have you ever, I know your age, do you remember Oliver North?
Yeah.
Remember the answers he gave in Congress? Revert back to that. Yeah. I won't give names, but it's kind of like that old adage, nobody talks about it unless it happens. So of course it's happened. Yeah. Recently.
Name by that.
Anything else? No? Thank you. Really, thank you for being flexible. Appreciate it.
Hey, Corey, you wanna hop up and do your?
So for the Eagle side, pretty much what Tim just said, thanks for being flexible. We actually have, 4 drivers actually moving to nights next week due to what we
Wow.
got going on. So that means a lot, because we're able to get these coils moved now in the time frame that we need to. Also, thanks for being patient at Mill Steel. For the guys who run that a lot, you know what I'm talking about. Because trust me, if we had our options, we would not be running out there, because I know what the problem is there. With that being said, on Mill Steel though, we've had some, not our problem, it's their problem, on the wrong material on the trucks. Make sure that when you get to the customer, we take a look at the tags before you let them unload it. Because I think it's happened 3 times now. 2 of them, we were lucky because we were still down there, and at the plant, we could just reload it, go to where we needed to take it. We actually had one time the truck left, and we had to send the truck back down there, keep the truck down there all night, go back to that plant, pick it up, take it to the right plant. So make sure when you load out Mill Steel, you try to check those tags, make sure they're right, because you're more than aware, you know the issues at Mill Steel. So, guess we gotta do their job, we need to do their job too, check, make sure the right stuff's loaded. So it can get corrected at Mill Steel and not while we're 4 hours away somewhere, okay? Cause that's, like I said, it's happened enough, it's become a problem, and I've tried to address it with Mill Steel too. When do you actually get your paperwork?
At the end,
After you're loaded, everything's done, right? That's what I thought. So when we're at the customers, we gotta make sure we check, make sure they're taking the right material
Unless
off.
you ask questions before. Which they
Yeah.
don't like,
Their
but
tags do have, like when I did the 3 locations, it'll say,
But again, I appreciate everybody being flexible, understanding, cause unfortunately we are in that period where the strike is affecting us too, so. You know, we'll get through it, especially now with guys and people moving at nights to get those loads moved, that'll help keep all the trucks busy, so. Again, I appreciate that.
I had one more thing I wanted to address real quick. This is mainly for the Eagle guys and gals. I heard there's been some talk about us selling the building.
I'm sorry.
We don't even own the building.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that one either.
Well, we're hearing this on the backside, but no. No, we don't own the building. We're just trying to make it nicer for our employees. Hence we're trying to get new lighting. We're trying to get, the driveway, concreted. We're just doing improvements. There hasn't been any improvements in, gosh, Corey, how long?
I've been here 23 years and I ain't seen nothing, so.
Yeah, so it's time. It's majorly time. So I just wanted to, put you to rest on that. It's not gonna happen, so. All right, that's all on the gossip.
Okay, now I'm up. First, I'd like to introduce Tiffany to you all. Peregrine doesn't know that we have Tiffany now, who's in the office with Corey. She comes with lots of transportation and trucking experience. So I know Corey is very happy to have her on board to help him, and hopefully he'll be able to take vacations and not have to answer that phone. That's what the goal was.
Here's the brain.
So, we're very happy and pleased that we have Tiffany. She's settling in just fine. I know you guys have been dealing with her and everything, but Peregrine was there when we first started with Eagle, so they know how it was. So I know they're probably excited, like, all right, they're still growing, this is great. So I just wanted to share that information with you guys, that now Tiffany's on board, and hopefully it's going a lot smoother over there, okay? I only have a couple of things to go over, and then I'm gonna turn over to Sergeant Morris. I always hit that distracted driving. Every meeting you'll hear that out of me. Make sure you're not reaching for anything. Keep your eyes on the road, your hands on the steering wheel, and be vigilant of what's going on in front of you. There are blind spots around that truck, as all of you all know. We've had a couple that's had plate bumper cars because of the blind spots. And we're getting through it. And, you know, it's like I tell the new drivers when they come in, you know, when you're wanting to change lanes and you see what you've already passed, make sure those cars are past you before you just decide to go over. Because this lady was hanging in a spot where the driver couldn't see her, and he thought she was already gone, and she wasn't gone. So, being mindful of all that. I heard that.
Well, you know what?
No bumper cars. You eat your chips, young man. Mind your P's and Q's, thank you. So no distracted driving, please, don't do that. There are a couple places that we do not fuel. I don't think this is so much for the Eagle people, but our over the road people with Peregrine. Please do not fuel at Hopstock, Indiana. That place is higher than all get out. It's extremely high
At the pilot?
at the Pilot and Hopstead.
Okay.
It's expensive. They're usually like 40% high, 40 cents higher than what you normally see on the signs. And our discount is like 40 below that. So if you pick the cheaper one, then both companies are getting to take advantage of those nice discounts on the fuel, okay?
Where's that extra?
What's exit?
I don't know what exit it is.
Exit 25.
One of you all tell me, what is it?
Exit 25.
Exit 25.
Indiana on 64.
Yeah,
Okay.
so don't go there unless you're completely on fumes. Try to plan ahead where you don't have to stop there, okay? Laura talked about the Christmas party. We always talk about this every meeting. I've been going back through our safety meetings last couple of years, and we always touch on pre and post trips. I can't tell you and stress enough how important it is for you all to be doing these. I have a driver that keeps saying, I'm doing them, and then he has a blowout. And then he's told he's got a bad tire, and he continues on. So he made my head spin around this week, more than once, and this morning he finally got the wrath of me. I was over it. I was over it. You need a tire, get a tire. I don't care if you wanna be home at a certain time on Saturday or Friday night. Get your tires taken care of and your brakes. It's no excuse. You don't go home to your family. Those are your options. Either fix it or don't go home to your family. Because it doesn't matter what your schedule is, your life matters more than that. Okay? So get them done. There is up here for the over-the-road drivers, the safety bonus structure. There's so many of you that are not meeting this criteria, and it's so easy to meet it. I made it where you all could get it. Quarterly bonus. So, if you don't have one of these, pick one up before you leave so that you've got it as a reference as to what you have to do. It's real easy. Scan your paperwork in, do your pre and post trips. Don't get any violations and get pulled over by DOT. It's real easy. Y'all can do it. And some are doing it, and some have gotten it every month since we started it. So, get on board with us, please. Well, hi there, how are you? Good. Have a seat, we'll get you signed in here in a minute.
Is that just for all the road drivers, or just for?
Over the road drivers.
Yeah, I was waiting for y'all, like, where's this bonus
Yeah,
at?
that's, that starts before 8 o'clock in the morning. I do
We'll
some
get your
days.
butt, huh? Don't want you to run around blind.
I never see you,
The
but I
food
like
is
to
ready
see
to
you.
walk. You want to see what we're doing with the food and
I know
then
you-
the
I know you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The food out here is ready. If you all will, go ahead and get your plates and come back so Officer Morris can be talking to you while you're eating your, fajitas. It's a fajita bar with rice and beans. So, go ahead and get through the line and get your meals, if you would please.
Everybody's off on time.
Yeah, the only ones that should've been here were just busy. Everybody else should've made it.
Oh, sorry.